بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome back to my channel QHE Tajwid Rules of the Quran channel in English. Today inshallah we will continue our chapter we are still in, which is the chapter of الحرفان الملتقيان, علاقة الحروف, the relationship between the letters. We said any two letters meeting, we have to look from two angles. Number one, from the Sifat and the Makhraj. So if the Sifat and the Makhraj is so far from each other, in this case we call it Al-Mutamaselan. If it is close to each other, we call it Al-Mutaqareban, and this is our lesson for today. If it is the same makhraj but different in Sifat, this is Al-Mutajanisan, and it was our last classes. And if it's exactly same letter, identical, we call it Al-Mutamathelan. Today, inshallah, we will explain Al-Mutaqareban, close to each other. Let's go together and see what we mean by Al-Mutaqareban and how is the relationship between them it will be. Let's see together. Close to each other in makhraj. Close to each other in makhraj. We call it al-mutaqariban. Mutaqariban means nearest or neighbor. So we have what? We have, for example, letter noon if it's followed by letter mim. This is mutaqariban in articulation point in makhraj. We have letter lam with letter ra, for example. It's mutaqariban in articulation point in the makhraj. We have to look by another term, which is the vowels. If we have three kinds, small and the mutlaq, absolute and big. Small means the first letter with sukun and second with haraka. If I have noon first and the mim follow it, then noon in this case it will be with sukun and the mim it will be with any haraka. Our next kind is both of them are with vowel. Noon with vowel, mim is with vowel. Moutlaq. Moutlaq means first letter is with haraka and second is with sukun. Noon sakina, but mim is with haraka. Our part we will explain first today is small. First with sukun and second with haraka. Let's go together and see the details about it. First letter with sukun and second with haraka in al-mutaqariban, neighbors or nearest each other. And we will explain small. Small again means first letter with sukun and second with haraka. Which letter can be close to each other we studied in the articulation point? Let's see some examples here. Ain and ghain. It's follow each other in the articulation point, right? Or another example here, lam and ra. It is very close to each other in the articulation point. Or it might be ba and fa, right? Or another examples here, letter noon, and all these letters, it's appear for you. Lam, waw, mim, ra, and ya. All of these letters is close to letter noon. We have another example here, dal and sin. Dal and sin. Let's go together and continue and see the rules of this letter if it's follow each other. Idgham in special letters. That means not any letter I will find its neighbor in another letter I should to make idgham. No, in Haffs way there is a special letters I should to make idgham with only. Let's see these letters and explain it together. Here there is first case lam when it's followed by ra. Like قل ربي. How can I read it? قرّا قرّا قل ربي. I make idgham and merge between lam and ra. And I pronounce to ra instead of lam. That means the ra it will turn with shadda. Or بل رفعه. Then any lam followed by ra in the Quran, we should to make idgham. Except some exception we will explain right now. بالرفعة, it's from Surah An-Nisa, verse 103. والربي, it's from Surah Al-Isra, verse 24. We still explain the neighbor letters or Al-Mutaqareban or close to each other, and we still explain small. We said small means the lam is sakina here, like we see, and letter ra is with haraka. Lam is sakina and ra with haraka. And we explain the first case, which is lam and ra. If we have lam and ra is followed each other, we should to make idgham, except what? We have exception here, word bal, ran. I can say barra, barra. I can't make idgham here. I should to say bal, ran. Why I should to make the lam clear here and I don't make merge? Because there is sakt. And the sakt in the Quran means I pause my reading for a second without taking a breath. And then I continue. If I pause, how can I merge? I can't. Then in this case, I will read bel, ron. I will read bel, pause a second without breath, and then read ron. Bel, ron. Inshallah clear. And this is from Surah Al-Mutaffifin, verse 14. This is only come in Surah Al-Mutaffifin, verse 14. It's not an example. It's an exception. This is in Al-Mutaqareban in case of small when lam followed by ra. We still explain close to each other. And now we will explain noon if it's followed by one of these 5 letters. We can say noon if it's followed by word yarmilun, except the letter noon because noon and noon is identical. So it's follows the first case. So if I have noon followed by lam or mim or ra or ya or waw, in this case, this is 2 neighbor letters. Noon with lam is a neighbor, noon with mim is a neighbor, noon with ra is a neighbor, noon with ya is a neighbor, noon with waw is a neighbor. So here I have example word man yasha. I have noon sakina followed by ya with haraka, then noon and ya is mutaqaribin, neighbors, and or close to each other as al-makhraj, and it's a small case because first one is with sukun and second with haraka. Noon sakina, but ya is with haraka. Another example here for zawaw, minwal. Another example for lam, milladun, milladun. I still have mim and ra. We'll see it right now in example here, which is ayatun min. Wait, this is tanween. Are tanween follow that? Of course, yes, it's follow this qaida because tanween is end with noon sakina. In this case, it's still count as noon sakina. Then ayatum min, it's still followed al-mutaqariban because the first class we said when we compare in tanween, we compare the noon of sukun with the letter after. We don't compare the ta here, this yellow ta, with the mim, but we can compare the noon of tanween with mim. Yes, then it is متقاربان. The noon sakina of tanween and the mim is متقاربان, and this is example for noon followed by mim. And this is still noon sakina followed by mim with haraka, then it's a small. Our next example, mir rabbih, mir rabbih. So some of you will ask me why some of this letter has shadda, like mim and ra here, like lam in the page before, but other letter doesn't have shadda, and why sometimes I say mirra, and sometimes I say, for example, غنة from noon in manya, but here I pronounce ra right away, without anything from noon. Why? This is followed the noon and tanween rules, the idgham, merging. And you can go for it and watch it. You will see a lot of details on it. Okay? So, inshallah, what we explained till now, it's clear for you. Then we said if we have the noon followed by one of the 5 letters we explained before, we should to make idgham, except man راق. I can't say marra. I have to say man راق. Why it's exception? Because we have sakt here, and we just said sakt means pause for a second without taking any breath, and then I go for the next letter. So sakt, with sakt I can't make idgham. In this case I have to read it man راق. And this is in Surah Al-Qiyamah verse 27, and this is under المتقاربين, case small, noon followed by ra. So this is the exception of the 5 letters we just explained. If noon followed by one of 5 letters, we have one exception here is man ra, noon followed by ra. We have here lam followed by noon, or lam followed by sin, or lam followed by one of the 14 letters of اللام الشمسية. If you want to know these letters, you should go back for لام التعريف, لام التعريف in chapter of لام ساكنة, rules of لام ساكنة. You will know the 14 letters. If it's followed the lam, I should to make idgham on it, merge, and we call it اللام الشمسية. You can back for it, find it, and understand it well, inshallah. This chapter, if you go through it, you will find a lot of details. It's very important too. Our explaining all the time, it's with a lot of details and with academic way for teachers to teach, not just a beginner student. So here, inshallah, next word is word نخلقكم, نخلقكم, and this is from Surah Al-Mursalat. And in Haffs way, he make merge between qaf and kaf. Qaf and kaf is neighbors. Qaf, kaf followed qaf right away. It's two articulation point followed each other, and he make complete idgham on it. What's complete idgham means? Means I put shadda in the kaf and I pronounce two kaf. There is no qaf at all. نخلقكم, نخلقكم, who, not قوكم, نخلقكم. So in Haffs way by Shatibiya, he pronounced it as in Haffs way by Shatibiya, he pronounced it complete idgham. شاهد الجزرية for this word is وبين الإطباق من أحط مع بسط والخلف بنخلقكم وقع. أحط or بسط, we explained it in المتجانسين الصغير. And we said we have part which is إطباق from letter A, and it's still we pronounce the إطباق from letter T. أحط بسط. But here والخلف means and the opposite of it with the word نخلقكم, nothing from letter قاف at all. I pronounce just kaf twice. نخلقكم. I don't go for the articulation point of qaf at all. I don't have anything from qaf at all on it. So the rule should to be complete idgham in Haffs way by Shatibiya. This is in word what? In word نخلقكم. Other readers read it with incomplete idgham. So they leave a part from qaf in the word when they pronounce it. طيب المتقاربان, the total what we explained إدغام قاف ساكنة in كاف in word نخلقكم, إدغام لام ساكنة in 14 letters which is اللام الشمسية, إدغام نون ساكنة in يرملون except the نون, يعني we can say يا را ميم لام واو only, نون it's identical, but if you want to remember you can remember it by word يرملون and take the نون away. We إدغام make idgham or merge between the lam sakina with it when it's followed by ra, and we explain the exception if there any exception for any one point of it, for any point of this. Inshallah, this is clear for you. Why we call it صغير? Because it doesn't need a lot of work to make idgham. It's very simple, you can make idgham on it. And you have a question here, هل ميم والقاف حرفين متقاربين? Yes or no? What's the question by English? Are قاف and ميم متقاربين, neighbors? Write the answer in the comment. Another question for you. هل قاف وكاف حرفين متقاربين؟ وهل يمكن إدغامهم لحفص من طريق الشاطبية؟ Are كاف and قاف متقاربين, neighbors? Can I merge them in Hafs way from شاطبية in all the words? In all the words? Yes or no? The total what we explained today when we have two متقاربان letters meet. The first one of them is with سكون and second is with حركة. In this case we make إدغام in a special places, not everywhere, in a special places. I explained in this class these special places. Some of them was examples, some of them was only one time on the Quran. Inshallah, this is totally clear for you. Our lesson for today is completely done. Inshallah, it's clear and easy and nothing hard on it. جزاكم الله خيرا to watch my channel QHE Tajwid Rules of the Quran channel in English. Next class, it will be very short class and very simple and easy. We will continue المتقاربان, the neighbors or the close to each other in the articulation point. And the class after we will explain the last one, which is المتباعدان. And after that, we will finish the whole chapter. We will try, inshallah, to practice this chapter from the Quran. And everything will be clear, inshallah, for you. If you have any question, please let me know. Again, this class, it's a little bit advanced. It can help you to study قراءات 10 قراءة in the future, because this is not just talking about Hafs all the time. We explain it with different قراءات sometime, so it can help you, inshallah, in the future. جزاكم الله خيرا one more time. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you don't subscribe yet. Let your friends subscribe too and like and share. And please don't forget to watch one of our videos. It will appear for you right now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.